I'm going to read The Prince and the Purple, written by Mark Twain. Today I'm going to read three chapters. Two chapters not long. So, here you go. Chapter 23, The Prince, a Prisoner. Hendon crossed back a smile and bent down and whispered in the king's ear. Softly, softly, my prince, wagged the tongue and will name. Suffer not to wag at all. Trust in me and all shall go well in the end. Then he added to himself, Sir Miles, bless me. I had always forgot I was a knight, realized how marvelous a thing it is, and then grip his memory rose and take up these quaint and crazy fancies. An empty and foolish title is mine, and it is something to have deserved it, for I think it is more honor to be held worthy or to be a spectral knight in his kingdom of dreams and shadows, than to be held base enough to be an earl in some of the realest kingdoms of this world. The crowd fell about to admit the constables who approached and was about to raise his hand upon the king's shoulders when Hendon said, Gently, good friend, with all your hand, he shall go peaceably. I am responsible for that. Little stone will follow. The officer led as the widow woman and her renders, Miles and the king followed after. With the crowd at their heels, the king was inclined to revel, and Hendon said to him in a low voice, The fact sires, your lords, the wholesomes and breast of your own loyalty, shall their souls to resist them, then yet require the branches to respect them, and apparently to one of these laws has been broken. When the king is on his throne again, can it ever grieve him to remember that when he was seemingly a private person, he loyally thanked the king in the decision and submit to his authority? You are right, said Morris and Dorson. Sure it is to whatsoever the king of England requires the subject to suffer under the law, and he will himself suffer while he holds the station of subject. When the woman was called upon to testify before the justice of the peace, she swore that the small prisoners at the bars was the persons who had committed the theft. There was none able to show the contrary, so the king through the convicted. The bundle was now unrolled, and then when the contents proved to be from to the little dressed figure, the judge looked troubled, whilst the Hendon turned pale, and his body was thrilled with an electric shiver of dismay, but the king remained unmoved and protected by his ignorance. The judge meditated during an ominous pause, and then turned to the woman and with the questions. What else those who hold this proper to be worth? The woman called side and replied, 3 shillings and 8 pence, your worship. I could not values the penny and approves the value honestly. The justice glanced around uncomfortably upon the crowd and nodded to the constable and said, Clear the court and close the door. It was done. None remained but the 2 officers, the accused and the accusant, Miles Hendons. This latter was livid, colorless on his forehead. Big drops of cold sweat gathered, broke and blended together, and then took down his face. The judge turned to the woman again and said in a compassionate voice, Sister, for ignorant lad, and then mayhap was driven hard by hunger. The poor deeds be grievous times for the unfortunate accused. He had not an evil faced but when hunger with the good woman thirst knows. That when one's teeth think of the value of the certain pence and happiness, and the Lord says, and it shows the hang for it. The early king started wide-eyed with consternations but controlled himself and held his priest, and when I saw the woman, she sprang to her feet and shaking with fright and cried out, Oh, glad! What have I done? A mere measure, and then I'll not hang the poor things for the whole world. Saving from this, your worship, that what shall I do, and what can I do? Just to maintain its gestures, composure, and simplicity. The felicity is allowable to the best value, and since it's not yet worked upon the record, then in good name, and then call the figures 8 pence, and then heaven bless the day that plead my conscience of these awesome things. Miles Hendon forgot all the crimes in his light and surprised the king and on his dignities by throwing his arms around him, hugging him the woman's matters grateful adieux, and started away with her fee. And when the constable opened the doors for her, he followed her out into the narrow hall. The justice forced to write in his liquor book and always a rat. So he would like to know why the officers followed the woman out. So he slipped softly in dusk and holes and listened. He heard a conversation to this effect. This is a fat pig and promises good eating, so I'll buy it for thee. Here is the 8 pence. 8 pence indeed. Those do no such things. It cost me 3 shillings and 8 pence. It's good honest coins of lost rain. That old Harry that just that as nearest touch your tempered with a fig for the 8 pence. Send the wind in the quarter. Those were on the earth. So supposedly when the said the value was but 8 pence. Come straight back with me and before his worship and answers for the crime. And then the ladders will hang. There, under dear heart, say no more time contents. Give me the 8 pence and hold the fence. A feast about the matters. The woman went off crying, and Hendon slipped back into the courtroom, and the constable presently followed after hiding his prize in some convenient place. Just a little while, and the wrongers then read the king's wise and kindly lectures, sentenced him to a short imprisonment and a common jail to be followed by public flogging. And the astounded king opened his mouth, and was probably going to order a good judge to be headed on the spot. But he caught a warning sign from Hendon, succeeding closing his mouth again before he lost anything out of it. Hendon took him by the hand. Now it made a reverence to the justice, and then two departed in the wake of the constable toward the jail. The moment the street was reached, the imprisoned monarch halted, snatched away his hand, and exclaimed, "Idiot! Does 11 hours enters the common jail, right?" And then went down, and then to the sand, and then somewhat sharply. "Will you trust in me, peace, and forbear and worsen our chance with dangerous speech? What God will and then will happen. Thou canst not hurry it, and thou canst not alter it, and therefore wait and be patient till the times and hours, and to rejoice when worst happen has happened." In this case, the short winter, chapter 14, 2024. This cave. The short winter days, the war nearly ended. The street was deserted. Save for a few random stragglers, the Andes hurried straight along with the intent book of people who were only anxious to accomplish their errands as quickly as possible, and then, snugly housed themselves from the rising wind and gathering twilight, they looked neither to the right nor to the left. They paid no attention to our party. They did not even seem to see them at all, and six wondered if the spectacle of the king on his way to jail had ever encountered such marvelous indifference before. By and by, the constables arrived at a deserted market square and proceeded to cross it. When he had reached the middle of it, Hendon laid his hands upon his arms and said in a low voice, "By the moment, good sirs, there is none hearing and I'll say a word. Ah, my dearest boy, sir, please hinders me not. No, it is concerned. Stay in the rest for the matter concerned we nearest turn thee back a moment and seem not to see the lot. But it's the full lad escape. This to me, sir, I lost in. Managed to be not too hasty. See those to be careful, coming to no foolish error." Then he shut his voice down to whisper and said into man's ears the pit door and hasn't purchased for 8 pence to make us the naked man. The poor constable, taken by surprise, was speechless. At first then the pound his tongue and felt blustering and threatening, but Hendon was tranquil and waited with patience till his breast was and then said, "I have a liking to thee, and friend, and would not willing see these come to harm. Observe, I heard it all everywhere. I'll prove it to thee Then he repeated the conversation to which the officer and the woman had together in the horse, the word for word, and ended with this. There have I said it first correctly. Should I not? I be able to say it first correctly is to be for the judge. It occasionally required. The man was dumb with fear and distress for a moment, then he rallied and said with his folks slightest, "This making some mighty matters indeed out of jest. I but fragged a woman for mine amusement. Kept you women speak for amusement?" The man answered sharply, "Enough for that, and good sir, I tell thee, 'twas but a jest." "I begin to believe thee," said Hendon, with a perplexing mixture of mockery, half the conviction in his tones, but Terry, though he were a moment wise silence, asked his worship for neitherist he, the being a man and experienced in robes in jesting. He was moving away, still talking, and considerably hesitated, fidgeted, spat out oath or two, then cried out, "However, good sir, pleased with a little the judge is the white man, he hath no more sympathy with her chest than hath a dead corpse. Come, and then we'll speak further." "Oh, boy, and I seem to be in every case the old for an innocent and thoughtless presently. I am of my family, and my wife and little ones to listen to your worship. So what wouldn't told me? Only that toes to be fine and dumb, and the father takes twice the one may count 100,000 counting slowly," said Hendon, with the expression of a man who asks for a reasonable paper, and that is very little one. "This is my destruction," said the constable, despairing. "Ah, be reasonable, good sirs. Only look at this manifesto on all sides, and see how mere jest it is, how manifestly, how plainly it is, sir. And even if one granted it were not just, is the force so small that even in the grimest penalty it could scoff first, with a rebuke and warnings from the judge's lips, and then replied with a solemnity which chilled the airs about him. "This just the fine head and name and law. Oh, what you what it is. I know it's not the first venture. I have been unwise. I never dreamed it had a name on. Sweet heavens, I thought it was original. Yeah, it has a name, and others described as cold non-coffee mentis lex, telling sick transist Gloria Mundi. Oh my God! And the penalty is death. God be merciful to me, sinner. If I hadn't taken one in full, in diet fetter at the matches, and the hast seized goods worth above 13 pence and half-penny in penny but a trifle for the same, this in the eye of law is a constructive varieties that misprision of treason and malsufficiency in office and homage is to gratis in structure square and in that best fly hawker violence and communication of the benignity of qualities. And bear me up, sweet sir, my legs to know to fail me. And with those mass perspiration me is doomed, and I'll return my bag and see now and that sharp effing. Kill now to stove wide and reasonable sand, doors restores the feet. Our indeed is nor than never touches another stove. Heavens on it and archangels project. Go and bind the body at shape, and I am nothing. I'll say there's just the flecking and wrest the prisoners from my hands by force, and it's about a crazy ancient door. I will battle down myself to betwixt midnight at the morning. Do it, good sirs, no harm's always come of it. The judge hath a loving charges for this poor lad, and will shatter no tears and break no jealous the bones for his escape. And then also, chapter 25. As soon as Hendon, the king, were out of the sight of the constable, his majesty was instructed to hurry to a certain place outside the town. Anyway, dearest, whilst Hendon should go to the inn and settle his account, half an hour later, two friends were brutally jogging eastward, and Hendon rode his steed. The king was warm and comfortable now, for he had cast his legs and clothed himself in the second-hand suit which Hendon had bought on London Bridge. Hendon wished to guard against the fatiguing the boy, and then he judged that hard journeys, regular meals, and then liberal measures of sleeping would be bad for his creative mind. Whilst less liberal and moderate exercise would be pretty sure to hasten his cure. He longed to see the stricken intellect made well again, and its diseased vision driven out of the tormented little head. Therefore, he resolved to move by each stages toward the home whence he had so long been banished, instead of obeying the impulse of his impatience and hurrying along the night and days. When he had the kings had journeyed about 10 miles, and they reached a considerable village and halted rest for the night at a good inn. The former relations were resumed, and Hendon stood behind the king's chariot while he dined and waited upon him, and resting him when he was led for bed. Then took the forest for his own quarters and slept athwart the doors low up in a blanket. The next day and the day after, they jogged leisurely along, talking over the adventures they had met since their separation, muchly enjoying and each other's narratives. The Hendon detailed all his widest wandering in search of the king, and described how the archangel had led him a full journey all over the forest and taken him back to the hunt, and the forest when he found he could not get a little with him. And then he silenced the old man, went into the bedchamber, and they came straggling back, looking broken-hearted, saying he had a suspect to find the boy had returned, lay down in there to rest. But it was not so. The Hendon had waited at the heart all days of the king's return died out, and he departed upon the quest again. And all the sanctums was truly sorry. Your Highness came back and said, Hendon, I saw it in his face. May I never doubted that, said the king, and then told his own stories after which Hendon was sorry he had not destroyed the archangel. During the last day of the trip, Hendon's spirit was soaring. He turned to the land constantly. He talked about his old father and his brother Arthur, told of many things which illustrated their high and generous characters. He ran into the loving plunges at this, and then saw the glad-hearted that he was even able to say some gentle brotherly things about Hugh. He dealt a deal on the coming meeting at Hendon Halls. What a surprise it would be to everybody, and what an outburst of thanksgiving and delight theirs would be. It was a fair lesson, dotted with the cottages or orchard, narrow, led through broad pasture lands, and whose receding expanse marked with gentle elevation and depressions of the steady swelling and the subsiding undulations of the sea. In the afternoon, the returning prodigal made a constant deflection from his course to see if by ascending some rock he might not pierce the descent and catch a glimpse of his home. At last he was successful, cried out excitedly, There is the village, my friends, and there is a horse close by. You may see the towers from here, and that is my father's park. Now, sir, knows what state of grandeur to be. A house with 70 rooms, think of that, and 27 servants, a brave lodging for such as we, say, is it so? Come, let us speed. My impatience will not prove further delay. All possible hurry was made. Still it was after Swiss o'clock before the village was reached. The travelers scampered sweet, Hendon's tongues going all times. Here is the church covered with the same ivy now is gone. Anon is yonder is the inn, and then the old lion, yonder is the marketplace. Here is the maypole, and then here the pump. Nothing is altered, nothing but the people. At any rate, 10 years make a change in people. Some of these I seem to know, but none know me. So his chatter ran on, and the end of the village was soon reached. Then the travelers were struck into a crooked and narrow road, wall into which tall hedges, and then hurried brisk on it for half a mile, then passed into the vast flowers gardens through the imposing gateways, whose huge stone pillars bore sculptures armorial devices. A noble mansion was before them. Welcome to Hendon Hall, Mr. King, exclaimed the mice. Out, It's a great day. My father and my father and the lady Alice will be so married with joy, and they would have voice and tongues for us about me and a first transport of meetings. So those seems but wholly reckon mine not. They will soon seem otherwise when I say the out of my word and then teach them the how is the coastal steam my love and for thee, and they will see them soon taking thee over their wrist and for miles the hand and shake, and then make there's the house and then the hurts, the homes and forever after. The next moment the hand sprang to the ground, before the great doors and half the king down. They took King's by hand and rushed within a few steps, brought him to a spacious apartment. He entered the King's with most hurry than the ceremonies, then went toward a young man who sat at a writing table in front of the generous fire of logs. "Rest me, Hugh," he cried. "Say the great I am come again, and call out fathers for whom he is at home. Till I shall touch his hand, see his face, and hear his voice once more. But you will need to back, and after betraying an unto surprise, then a grave stirs up on the intruder, a stir, and which indicates some offended dignity, a person's change in response to some inner thought or purpose, to an expression of marvel interest, mixed with a real assumed compassion. Presently he said in a mild voice, "The wit seemed touched for stranger, though his thought hasn't suffered privation, mood fitting at the words and at the looks and rest to become, who does they take me to be? I think the priest forms outlands of Dorpat. I think thee to Hugh Hendon," said Morris sharply. The other continued in the same soft tones, "And whom dost thou imagine this stuff to be? Imagination has not it. Dost thou pretend that knowest me not for the brothers Morris Hendon?" An expression of pleased surprise spread across Hugh's face, and he exclaimed, "What? Thou art not jesting? Can the others come to life? God be praised if it be so." Our full lost voice restored to our arms, and afterward these couriers, and it seems too good to be true. It is too good to be true. I charge thee and have pity. Do not trifle with me. He comes to the right, let me scan the wall. He seized Miles by the arms and dragged him to the window, and then began to devour him from head to foot with his eyes, and turning him in the way, and that is stepping briskly on him about him to prove him from all points of view. Whilst he returned to the prodigal, an hour goes with a gladdening smile and laugh, and kept nodding his head and saying, "Go on, brother, go on, and fear not. Don't find no reason, no features that cannot be tested. Go the scans to me to the content, and my good old Hugh, armed with the old Miles and the same old Miles and the lost brothers, and so and it's great. I said it was a great day. Give me the hand. Give me the hand. Give me this chick lord. I'm like to die of joy." He was about to throw himself upon his brother, and then Hugh put up his hand in the sand, then dropped his chin and moaned, listening upon his breast and saying with emotion, "Oh God, with Max, give me strength to bear his grievous disappointment." Miles could not speak for a moment, then he found his tongue and cried out, "What disappointment? Am I not a big brother?" Hugh shook his head at his hand. "I pray heaven's knit so that the other eyes may find them reserved or hid from the mind and asked. I fear the letter spoke about the tree. Whatever. One that came from overseas and some 6 or 7 years ago, he said my brother died in battle. It was lies, and called his parents who will know me. Oh, one may not call that. My voice was subdued, and then his lips trembled as my father had. This is half my joy, and with now, freely let me see my brother Arthur. He will know me, he will love me and console me. He also is dead. God, the master to me, a stricken man, and gone both, and gone the worth, taken the worthless, spared me. Oh, I crave your mercy. And I say the lady is that, no, she lives. I know. You got to be praised. To my joy is the whole hand and speed, dear, and the brother let her come to me. Oh, she says I am not myself, but true love. No, she will know me, and then our food to docket, and the brings I have bring the old servants today to a Wilhelmist. All are grounds by 5 Peter's houses David, Marad, and Margaret. The same is the issue left the rooms and mice stood musing, whilst then began to walk at floors and mutterings. The 5 plans have survived the 2 and then 20 and honestly, this all thing. He continued walking back and forth and muttered himself, then he forgotten the king, and Torres ran by his majesty gravely, with a touch of genius and compassion too. The words themselves were capable of being interpreted ironically. Might not the matrons, a good man, there is to be arrested in the war, whose identity is denied, and whose claims are believed, those that has the company. Oh, my king, cried Hendon, coloring slightly, do not urge to condemn me, and wait. There was a short scene, knowing portly was it, and then you just heard it from the Swedish lived in England. I am impressed. Why? I know this all and then these pictures of my ancestors, and all these things and about us. A child knows these, our nurses. Here was I born and bred, my lord. I speak truth. I would not deceive these, I should not else believe. I pray thee do not stop the door to me. I could not bear it. I do not doubt that. Very Kingston, with a childlike simplicity and face. I think thee out of my heart exclaimed, and then with a flourish which showed that he was touched the king, added with the same gentle and simplicity, those doubt me. Guilty confusion seized upon Hendon. He was grateful and the doors opened to admit issues at the moment and saved him necessarily fine. The beautiful lady Leslie followed and followed his, and after her came so with the really servant thus the lady walked slowly, with her head bowed and her eyes fixed upon the floor. The face was unspeakably sad. Miles and sprang forward, crying out, "Oh, my darling!" But she was to wave him back, and gravely stand silent to Grady. Look upon him, do you know him? At the sound of Morris's voice, the woman had started slightly, and her cheeks had flushed. She was trembling now. She stood still during some impressive pause of several moments, and slowly lifted up her head and looked into his hands, or with his tone striking gaze. Blood sank out of her face, drop by drop, and losing the menace, the grace to follow this. And then he said it in a voice that his face. I know him not, and turned for a moment and stripped herself and took her out of the room. Miles Hendon sank into a chair and then covered his face with his hand and forced his brother said to the servants. You have observed him. Do you know him? They shook their head, and then master said, the servants you, sirs. But here there is some mistake. You have seen that my wife needs you not. My wife? The wife? In an instant used was pin in the wall. Was an iron script and about his throat. The heart's dragon. I see those and toast and the lines and a letter deserved and my stone bride and then goose is fruits. And then I was get gone and rest I chain my honorable soldiership with the slayings of the future magazine. She was faced and almost suffocated to leaned as nearest the church the commanded servant seized the spine its murderous strangers that they hesitated and one of them said, his arms are sure. And where's the weapons? What of it? Yeah, there's so many stuff on him. I said, I've admired the one and to be careful with what they did and added. None of the rules have not changed. Come on, I'm liking you. This is a reminder did not hurt him so much. They should have. Then goes the airport cord and announce yourselves the guard doors, whereas I send the one to fetch the watching, so the shoes and the toes and so is the mice you wish to find that your advantage to offend. Now it yields the endeavors to escape. Escape is where this happens discomfort. And that's the all that was decent for Miles Hendon, master of the Halden's horse, and all you belonging, you will remain of it. I finished the readings and then have to Edward to escape the prisons. Escape from the prisons. And quite interesting the stories because I remember the movie, The Prince and the Pauper, and Hendon the novel, and then have the scenes in which Hendon helped Edward the King. Alright, so I think 8 chapter left. So 30 minutes.